Hi, my name is Talia Moore. I am the executive producer and director of the Son We Lost documentary. The Son We Lost recounts my family's struggle over losing my 16-year-old son, Timothy, who passed away suddenly at home. I've spoken to countless number of families over the years, and there's one thing that I've found out that we have in common, no matter where we come from in the world, no matter the country, the state, the city, the neighborhood, we all share this one commonality, and that is the pain of losing a child never goes away. We revisit that pain on every birthday, every holiday, and on the anniversary of their death. We had a lot of challenges when shooting The Son We Lost. First of all, we were dealing with the pandemic. The world had shut down. We were on lockdown. We were unable to go out. And so it was very difficult for me to pull a crew together. Part of the cast, it consists of doctors, people working in the medical profession. And so even though they agreed to be interviewed for the documentary, I wasn't allowed to bring in a camera crew into the hospital. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even allowed in the hospital to shoot the film. And so we resorted to me doing interviews over Zoom. And so there were some issues there. There were sound issues. Anything that can happen on Zoom, it happened. The screen freezing was an issue. Another thing that was challenging was that I chose to shoot the film from the viewpoint of a mother instead of a filmmaker. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do at the time. In hindsight, I don't think it could have been any more real, if I didn't do it from my point of view, so to speak. And so it was me my heart wanting to reach out to other families so that they can hear the sincerity. My help came in post-production and creators and producers and editors from around the world. I was able to get the help that I needed to edit the film and to clean it up. Footage that I needed came from around the world. And so I appreciate how, even though we were in a pandemic, we were able to come together. The final obstacle was when I had to put my children on camera. They had never been on camera before. This was their first time being on camera, unscripted. And so I just hit the record button and asked them the question and let them answer how they saw fit. And they were very honest and brutal. And I was behind the camera with bated breath because I didn't know what they were going to say. And I also had to fight back tears, as they relived, that moment when they found their brother deceased. Sudden cardiac death is the number one killer of young athletes, and families need to know that. So the goal of this film is to educate, empower, and to equip families with information that's going to be able to help them. I would also like to see mandatory heart screenings for our young athletes. I don't want this to be seen or taken as, oh, it's just another film. No, this is something that it changed all of our lives. And so families, they need to understand what sudden cardiac death does, especially when it visits your home unannounced.